Category 5 Hurricane Beryl. This is a monster that has entered the Eastern Caribbean Sea yesterday. It brought devastating impacts to the southeastern islands, especially the Grenadines and even Grenada as well. Some areas have experienced significant damage, and unfortunately some lives have been lost as well in the due to Beryl's massive impacts that it caused. Now, as I mentioned, it is a Cat 5 monster, the first ever Category 5 to form this early in the Atlantic Basin ever in history. This is a record-breaking situation right here, and though it is pretty much finished with the Windward Islands off the Lesser Antilles, it is headed next to the vicinity of Jamaica, where there is a hurricane warning in effect. The good news, Beryl is going to weaken on its approach because it should encounter a more unfavorable environment, so that should allow for a bit of weakening of the cyclone. However, it is still going to be a significant rainmaker. And so here on the graphic, we are seeing Jamaica in that vibrant red, a hurricane warning. So it is expected to be approaching the island as we head into Wednesday morning. And then we see tropical storm warning in effect for the southwestern part of the Dominican Republic and the southern coast of Haiti. So tropical storm conditions are going to be possible. So that mustard highlight you're seeing, that is showing the extent of those tropical storm force winds. So Beryl is likely to be close enough to the point where those winds would be going off onshore, so for the southern part of the Dominican Republic and for Haiti. And then for Jamaica, it's going to make a very, very close approach. Mind you, there is still a chance that it could even make landfall. Nonetheless, it is going to be bringing very dangerous conditions to the island. Those hurricane force winds, the extremely heavy rain in some areas, especially those that are in hillier regions, and also the storm surge, the winds of Beryl pushing all the seawater onshore, flooding coastal areas, immediate coastal areas. That is going to be happening as the monster makes her way to the region. So as of right now, it is sustaining winds of 160 miles per hour and moving to the west-northwest at 22 miles per hour. So a bit of a faster pace right there. And as I said, it will be approaching Jamaica as we head into Wednesday with those very dangerous impacts. Now, the preparations for hurricane impacts should be finished today on Tuesday, the 2nd of July. This is when those preparations are to be finalized, because the conditions will start to deteriorate starting as early as late tonight going into tomorrow. So throughout tomorrow is gonna be when those impacts really bear down on the island, and throughout the day as well, even into Thursday morning there could still be impacts in parts of Jamaica. And then other areas to keep an eye would be the Cayman Islands, especially for Grand Cayman, and then over toward Central America, Mexico. You want to keep an eye on this. It may head into the Gulf, but what happens afterwards is pretty much in the unknown right now, because there are so many possibilities on the table. I mean, the further out in time we go, the more uncertainty there is. But the models are pretty much in agreement about the general track of Beryl. Again, a Category 5 monster, something that a lot of us never saw coming a couple days ago, especially when we had this be an Invest 95L. Then it became tropical depression 2, then tropical storm Beryl, and then it quickly became a hurricane. Many of us thought that, maybe it would be a Cat 3 at peak. Here it is, a Cat 5 monster, an unprecedented scenario right now. So it's going to continue with those very dangerous impacts. A lot of rain for Jamaica. Rainfall amounts could be up to 8 inches within some spots. So that is going to be a major concern. Again, the flooding is going to be an issue, and then that's going to be from the torrential rains coupled with the storm surge, the winds of Beryl pushing all the water onshore. So today's the final day. Many businesses are being closed so that the employees can go ahead and prepare for the worst of it. And if you live in an area that floods very easily, please, I'm asking you to seek the closest shelter to you so that you can hunker down and be safe. And unfortunately, this is the kind of news that I don't like reporting on, but there have been fatalities in parts of the Southeast Caribbean due to Beryl's impact. So there have been a couple deaths, unfortunately, and hopefully that number is not going to rise. But I mean, the damage seen in some of the islands is just absolutely crazy. To think that just 2 days ago or so this was a tropical storm, a weak tropical storm, and now here it is, a record-breaking Atlantic hurricane. So Beryl is non-precedented scenario, guys, and I mean, in this update, I'm really just urging my fellow Jamaicans to make the necessary preparations. You do not want to be in regret. You do not want to say, oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. Because what? You are getting the warnings. The warnings are out there. And I mean, this isn't a previous hurricane that moved by and didn't cause much damage. This is not an Ian. And this is not like, one of those other previous tropical storms that, was projected to make landfall but ended up didn't. This is Hurricane Beryl. So let us treat it as it is. A new scenario, a new potential for impacts that could be life-threatening, that will be life-threatening, especially for some of these southern parishes. So please take the necessary precautions and stay safe, guys. And hopefully we all safely ride out this hurricane. I myself am having certain things done, to prepare to ride out the storm. And of course, I'll be getting some footage for you guys as well, of course, safely. And I'll be keeping you updated as best as I can, even in the midst of any power outages that might happen. I'll try my best to see what I can do to put some updates out there. But I just wanted to let you know in this early morning update that, hey, Beryl is a Cat 5 and it is going to be heading to Jamaica. Fortunately, it is going to weaken. So it is not expected to be a Cat 5 on approach to Jamaica. That would be an absolutely nightmarish scenario for the island to go through, especially in the month of July, so early on. Again, Beryl is a record-breaking hurricane, and I will keep you posted as we head throughout the day. So that is what I wanted to share with you for now, and I do hope you found this video to be informative. But if you have any questions, do feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond when I can, and remember to always be weatherwise.